Hey guys, what's going on? So, about a year ago, I uploaded a video called SCP Fortnite map, and obviously, it's one of my most viewed and liked videos on my channel, and I've made a lot of changes to the map, and I feel like I should just kind of show you guys it. And before this video starts, this is just a disclaimer: there is no code. Okay, I got so many comments on my last video saying, "What is the code?" And I'm sorry, there's just no code. The only way I can get a code is if I get to 1,000 subs. I mean, if I end up getting 1,000 subs, I'll make an update video and I'll show you guys the code and everything so you know and can play this map. But I'll just go ahead and get into it. Basically, the first thing to know is the three teams. Sorry, Team 1 is D class, and if you don't know who that is, it's basically prisoners, and their goal is to just escape. They don't have to kill anybody, they just have to get a certain coin, which I'll be showing later, and once you get that coin, you win. For MTF, you have to kill all D-Class and all SCPs. So, I'd say they probably have the toughest job, because as a D-Class, if there's not a lot of people in the game especially, you can easily just escape around people and they won't notice. But for MTF, it's a lot more difficult, and same thing with Team 3, except you do have to kill everybody. But it's a lot easier because if you don't know, you're super overpowered. There are 2 SCPs. So there are 2 SCP spawns. There are 5 D class and 3 MTF. So the SCPs are fairly strong. Usually, I made it so that there's not going to be too much power on one side. So it's going to give like all the other teams members before it gives the SCP team members. And we'll go ahead and get a little bit tour of the map. So this is the D-class spawn, obviously. And there's a revolver to start off with. It's just a simple revolver because I want to give the D-class like a weapon. So there are 3 ways to go. I'm going to go down the middle first because this is the shortest way, and it basically has 1 room. This is obviously not a scam. As you can see, there's nothing to be worried about over here. And I don't know what that sign says, but I'm just gonna keep going. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the right, and right here is just, I don't even know what this is. It's just kind of an indent in the hallway to make it a bit more confusing, because some people have it a lot easier in this. Like the D class and the SCPs have probably the easiest jobs, I would say. So being an MTF, I had to make it a little bit harder for the D class and the SCP. So there are 2 bathrooms. Obviously, I think this is the male bathroom. I'm not sure. But there's a grenade in here, so that is a weapon you can use. And there is a green pistol in here. So as you can see right off the bat, there's not a whole lot of good D-class weapons to start off. But they do get better as we go along. So here we have... Here, I'm just going to go ahead and put this down. Here we have a little just utility closet pretty much. There's just an ammo crate in here. There's some garbage bags and a trash can. So there's 2 ways right here. This is the Armory, okay? So you have to avoid the traps and everything because I didn't want to give free weapons away just to anybody, So these are the weapons. They're pretty simple. They're nothing too crazy. You can get up to full shields if you're 1 T class, and like a few people to like 10, 25 shields, I think, when there's multiple people. So, and this game is typically for about 10 people, I believe. 10, 12 people, I think, is about the target I wanted to hit. So, this one, SCP-420J. Yes, I know what SCP-420J is. This is the weed jungle. This is probably my favorite spot in the whole game, to be honest, just because there's so much stuff in here. If we go up here, we will find a little SMG. Nothing too crazy, just some mushrooms. There are also mushrooms scattered about. And there may or may not be a secret in this room. I'm just letting you all know. I'm not going to say anything, but if you all can find it, let me know. This is a pretty simple room. It's just a library. There's a blue suppress, so as you can see, the weapons are starting to get a bit better as you go and try and escape the facility. So you come through here, and there's an infantry rifle. I wanted to give them a decent weapon that's not too overpowered before moving on to like the final stages of the escape. And here we enter, what's it called? Heavy containment. This is one of my favorite parts of the map, just because this is where a lot of the action will start. This was made a while ago. Somebody recommended it to me. There would usually be a sentry here. It has a pretty short range, but yeah, there's usually a sentry there that would kill anyone who goes in. SCP-012, if you don't know, is a book that makes you finish writing it, so obviously, if you go to touch the book, you die. It makes you finish writing it with your blood, so, yeah. This is just a little, what in the world? A little vent room. You know, nothing too crazy there. This is just an ammo room. Sometimes they'll have the bigger crates, and sometimes they'll have the smaller ones. I think it's random. This is just 4 mushrooms. SCP-055. If it says extremely dangerous, don't go in there. I'm saving you all the hassle. This is SCP-106. This is one of the playable SCPs. SCP-106 has a few unique things about it. This is where I get the speed boost, but you get some nice weapons, a speed boost, and you have your own class, so you have a certain amount of health. And, like, more health than more people, or most of the other lobby. And the reason I gave him a speed boost is because, yes, I know he's typically a lot slower, but I did not believe it was fair to do that. And I wanted to make it a bit more balanced. So here we have SCP-939. I don't actually have anything for this. I think I originally had something planned for this, but I was never able to really fully do it, and I just didn't really like it, so I kind of kept this in here just to have it. But there's nothing right there at the moment that may end up changing. I'm not sure. This is the first gate, so this is actually how you escape. Well, technically it's the second because it's gate B, but here if we go up the elevator full of bouncers, I purposely made these pretty loud because I wanted people to be able to know that you were escaping. And once you get through here as D class, you will find the coin, and that's how you win. It only works for D class, so you can't just be an MTF and be like, oh, I want the coin. It will not do anything. It will not let you collect it. So here we have the MTF, and I may end up adding another MTF eventually. There are actually supposed to be 4 chests, but I may end up adding another MTF just because I think it's a little bit unfair just for everyone else, or sorry, for the MTF. And I think I may end up adding another one. So anyway, down here we have just the other way. So this is where you would be going if you turned left. So actually, hold up. I'm gonna go ahead and go back down there just to make the tour a bit more simple, so you guys can kind of understand like where I'm going. Okay, so we turn right and we turn left. Up here is a janitor to do list, basically chores. Just lawn, washer and dryer. Here we have a weapon, just a gray revolver. So there's a second gray revolver for people to pick up. It's pretty early on, so you kind of expect it not to be that great. And here we have SCP-049. And considering I can't do anything to make him real, if you go in there, you just die. So I would not recommend going in there. This is a custom SCP I made last year. As you can see, it's just 2019. Judging by what's in there, I would not recommend going in there. This is SCP-079, the computer. You can't really do anything with this, but you can get a flopper, which can be super useful late game, so, or just during any stage of the game. Through here we have our second SCP, which is SCP-173. As you can see, it is also known as Peanut, and basically what you have to do is you just get, it's a lot like Larry, aka 106. So you have a chest full of loot. I'm not exactly sure what's in there. I kind of forgot. But we do have a speed boost, and we have the class and the class designer. So make sure when you spawn in to always get the class pad, the chest, and the speed boost for both of them. So we come down here. I actually updated the escapes a bit. So we come down here. And this is SCP 914. This was previously pretty useless because it was already kind of crappy, but I updated it with a pretty good weapon, to be honest. If you can hit your shots, dualies are very, very good. And this is the third escape route. I skipped over the second one. I'll come back to that later, but this basically brings you straight up into the entrance zone, and this is another way to escape. But I want to showcase the other one first because it's a bit different, and that's where going down here comes in. So we come down here, and here we have the entrance zone, which is the area that leads to gate A. Typically this will be guarded by SCP-173, so that makes sense. And this is the second escape route I showed you guys. So there are multiple escape routes now that people can take to just get out of the building. This is just a basically maintenance and office space, all this kind of stuff, you know, stuff you would see in an SCP facility. This right here is a pretty cool room too. This is a server room. I added these creepy cardboard in just because I thought it would be a nice touch, and I honestly really like it. This is one of my favorite rooms, and it just because it's so simple and it just adds a lot to the world. So SCP-048, there would usually be a sentry right there, which is basically the SCP. So don't go near this guy because he will kill you. Just letting you know. By the way, if you ever want to do any research on these SCPs that you may not know, just go to scpwiki.com. You'll be able to find whatever. Here we have bandages. I think just one bandage, but it can still be pretty helpful late game if you're low and you need something to heal yourself. Cafeteria is a pretty cool room too because it has multiple consumables such as apples, jalapenos, and bananas. You know that voice crack. We have a rapid fire SMG, a flopper, and a boogie bomb. All of which are pretty cool and can really help you out a lot. And here we have the final exit, which is gate A. All you have to do is simply go up through here. And yep, pretty much just escape. I mean, it's really simple. But this is actually the last stop. So right here, you will find someone trying to kill you, and it's just a sentry. It's a security guard, like the last resort to stop the prisoners. Typically, this won't be a big deal. I just made it to catch people off guard when they're leaving the building, so they can't just, you know, have an easy way for escaping. And when we come through here, this is just the MTF spawn. So here's a coin, and that is the map. Now, that is pretty much all of it. And like I said at the beginning, I do not have a creator code yet. That's what I have to do to be able to publish this map. I would love to be able to publish this map, and you guys can help me out by subbing to the channel. And if I can get to 1,000 subs, which is like the goal that Epic basically makes creators get to if they want to have a creator code, that is the only way for me to get a creator code and therefore a way to publish the map. So you don't have to sub if obviously you don't like my content or whatever, you're just here for the map. But, you know, if you would like to, go ahead and do it because it would appreciate it a lot, and it would obviously help with the channel a lot and be able to publish this map. So thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next time.